In the world of nonprofit organizations, securing sponsors can mean the difference between a successful and an impactful project and one that falls short of its goals. Yet the process of finding and securing sponsors can be overwhelming and frustrating for even the most seasoned nonprofit professional. That's why we put together the ultimate guide on how to get sponsors for your nonprofits. So whether you're just starting out or looking to take your nonprofit to the next level, in this video, I'm going to give you my knowledge and some tools on how to succeed. And I also have a free download for you. So let's get to it. Now, just starting with the basics, and I know you already probably know this, but sponsorship is a mutually beneficial relationship between a nonprofit organization and a sponsor. And the sponsor provides financial or other support in exchange for certain benefits and recognition. Now, aside from financial support, nonprofit sponsorship can help charities increase awareness for your cause, build your brand, and foster community relationships. It can also provide networking opportunities and increases your organization's credibility. Now, there's several types of nonprofit sponsorships to consider, including general sponsors, event sponsors, program sponsors, and media sponsors, just to name a few. So general sponsors provide ongoing support for your organization, while event sponsors provide support for a specific event or fundraising campaign. And program sponsors support specific programs or services, and media sponsorship provides exposure through advertising or promotion. Now, understanding the different types of nonprofit sponsorship can help you identify the best sponsorship opportunities for your organization. Now, the million-dollar question: how do you get sponsors for your nonprofit? The first step in getting sponsors for your nonprofit is to identify potential prospects. Now, I start by researching companies or individuals connected to the cause or mission. I also like to see what companies are sponsoring other organizations. I often use lists. In my local town, there's an organization that puts out a list every year on the top companies to work for and top revenue generating businesses. There's prospect research programs you can use, and even the newspaper. You can also reach out to your network of supporters, board, stakeholders, staff, and ask them for referrals. Now, here's a pro tip. LinkedIn is an excellent resource for prospect research. Now, we did a video on that a little while back with Elko K, and I will link that in the description. Now, once I've compiled a list of prospects, I identify the key decision makers or departments, and I reach out to them to get a little bit more information on their sponsorship guidelines and begin to build a relationship. Now, before you begin drafting your sponsorship package, defining your sponsorship levels and recognition pieces is vital. When it comes to nonprofit sponsorships, there's typically 4 levels of sponsorship: platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. And what you name these levels is up to you, but each level corresponds to a certain amount of financial or in-kind support and comes with different benefits or recognition. Determining the value of each of these categories depends on what a major gift is for your organization. If for you a major gift is $5,000, then a platinum would be right around that amount. If it's $20,000, then that would be more reasonable for a platinum sponsor. By offering different sponsorship levels, you can attract a wide range of potential sponsors and provide them with customized benefits or recognition. So what do sponsors get in return? So sponsors support nonprofit organizations for varying reasons, because they believe in the mission, they want to make a difference, they may be in it for the cause, marketing, and being tied to a reputable organization, or team building. Again, they support for various reasons. But what do sponsors get in return for their support? So we do our research on potential sponsors and keep these reasons in mind when crafting our sponsorship package. So there's brand exposure. Sponsors can receive exposure through branded signage, speaking opportunities, advertising, social media, and other promotional materials. There's networking opportunities. Sponsors can connect with other sponsors, donors, and supporters of your nonprofit, providing valuable networking opportunities. There's credibility. Sponsoring a nonprofit can increase a company's credibility and reputation. It shows its commitment to positively impacting the community. There's employee engagement. Nonprofit sponsorship can also provide employees with volunteer opportunities, team building, and community involvement. And the tax deduction. Sponsors may be eligible for a tax deduction for their charitable contributions, depending on the rules in your particular country of operations. So now that you have the amounts and the recognition, it's generally laid out using a grid or in some kind of way that visually shows each category and what the sponsorship levels are. Now for creating a stellar sponsorship package. So the sponsorship package, or pitch deck as it's sometimes called, should be personalized, persuasive, and clearly outline the benefits of sponsorship, including a call to action inviting the potential sponsor to partner with your nonprofit. nonprofit. Now, we start by defining our nonprofit's mission and goals and identifying the specific event or cause to be sponsored. Our package should outline the benefits of sponsoring your nonprofit, including the impact on the organization's mission and the visibility it will provide to the potential sponsor. We ensure the proposal is visually appealing with high-quality images and clear branding. And we tailor the package to the needs and interests of the potential sponsor, which we determined when we did our project research. Now, highlighting specific benefits that are likely to be most attractive for them. So, for example, if a company is interested in building its brand in the local community, emphasizing the exposure it will receive through your nonprofit events or outreach efforts. Now, here's another pro tip. If you're looking to create professional-looking documents without needing a designer, consider Canva. It is a fantastic tool. They have a free version, and we used it for our Ultimate Sponsorship Guide, which is that free download that I mentioned, and I will link in the description. Now, here are some more tips for success to keep in mind. Know your audience. This is the third time I've said it, so it must be important. Research the companies or individuals you plan to approach before creating your sponsorship package. Identify their values and goals and tailor your proposal to their interests. And make sure to emphasize your unique value proposition for sponsoring your nonprofit. What sets you apart from other organizations that might be seeking sponsorship? Highlight what your nonprofit does that's unique and how sponsorship can impact your community. Be clear and concise in outlining your sponsorship levels and benefits. Potential sponsors should quickly understand what they'll receive at each sponsorship level and what exposure they'll get. So, for example, how many social media followers do you have? How many people actually see your annual reports? How many contacts are in your email database? And focus on building long-term relationships with your sponsors. Don't just view sponsorship as a one-time transaction. Strive to develop long-term partnerships. And in addition, consider your relationships with event vendors, attendees, volunteers, and even the planning committee. Building solid relationships requires creativity and genuine care through consistent cultivation and stewardship practices. And speaking of which, make sure to follow through on any recognition and appreciation for your sponsors that you've promised them, whether through the social media posts, event signage, or other means. Creating an effective nonprofit sponsorship package takes time and effort, but it's essential to securing funding and advancing your organization's mission. By following these tips and strategies outlined, nonprofits can develop compelling sponsorship packages that attract potential sponsors and generate meaningful support for your nonprofit. So whether you're looking for corporate sponsorship, event sponsorship, media sponsorship, there are many opportunities for nonprofits to partner with sponsors and make a difference in the community. So I hope you found this helpful. And again, I'm going to link that download in the description, and see you next week.